the show. I'm Stephen Colbert. You know, a lot of times, if you watch the show, I start the show talking about Donald Trump, but there is other news out there, one imagines, because Donald Trump visited an elementary school classroom yesterday in Nevada. And listen carefully to how one of the children reacted.
Hi, kids. Look at these great. Are they all great students?
Nice to meet you.
Teacher here?
Yes, thank you.
Yes,
We all are, sweetie. We all are. Can't be good. It's good that child is memorizing that sentence now, because after President Trump is elected, it will be our Pledge of Allegiance. I'm starting to get nervous. Also, by the way, I'm nervous was in all of Trump's wives' wedding vows. And I'm not sure, I didn't find out actually why Trump was visiting those first graders, I assume to borrow a pair of gloves. And quick. Thank you. That wasn't the only child with something to say about Trump.
We're working hard.
Oh, kids say the darndest things. No, his skin is what's orange. His hair is a decomposing prairie dog. And we here at The Late Show, this is exclusive, we here at The Late Show have obtained additional audio of these children, and one child really expressed what so many are feeling.
I'm nervous. I don't like Trump, but I don't trust Hillary, and Gary Johnson is just throwing your vote away.
But when Trump was done frightening small children, he asked for a favor from an unlikely group, the terminally ill.
I don't care how sick you are. I don't care if you just came back from the doctor and he gave you the worst possible prognosis, meaning it's over. You won't be around in 2 weeks. Doesn't matter. Hang out till November 8th. Get out and vote.
Yeah, just go into that booth, pull that lever out of spite. If I gotta go, I'm taking you all with me. I really think Trump has finally found his core demographic, people who will not be alive for his administration. Now, sure, let's give them some applause. Let's applaud. Let's applaud for them. They deserve it. Now, Trump has been taking a lot of heat for his tax returns recently, so earlier this week, he decided to change the subject by apparently upsetting veterans.
When you talk about the mental health problems, when people come back from war and combat and they see things that maybe a lot of the folks in this room have seen many times over, and you're strong and you can handle it, but a lot of people can't handle it.
Now, some people have criticized Trump, saying this implies that people with PTSD are weak. But Trump respects our veterans. Remember, he went to a military academy and then served 5 tours of deferment from Vietnam. I mean, he would love to have gone to Vietnam, but he had bone spurs in his heel. Have you ever had bone spurs? They're annoying. And Trump opened up about his painful military experience in a 1997 interview when he said this about the prevalence of STDs in the 1970s and 80s club scene. It is a dangerous world out there. It's scary like Vietnam. It's my personal Vietnam. I feel like a great and very brave soldier. Yes, it's just like they say in the military, all gave some gave all. He got some. By the way, Trump's nickname at the nightclubs? Agent Orange. So you see, just because Trump never served in the military doesn't mean he can't speak to the trauma of war he too has suffered. And it's time we acknowledge not only our veterans' PTSD, but our deferred veterans' pre-TSD. People who were so traumatized by the idea of going to war that they just had to stay home and have sex with models. Clearly, pre-TSD has affected Trump's mental health. Incoherent speech, sudden mood swings, tweeting from the toilet at 5 a.m. The man is in pain, possibly from spending so much time on the toilet. Speaking of disasters, does anyone here have a Samsung Galaxy Note 7? If so, please calmly remove yourself from the theater. Hazmat teams are waiting for you in the lobby. Because just yesterday, a Southwest Airlines plane was evacuated after one of those phones caught fire in its owner's pocket, which led his seatmate to ask, hey, is that a flaming smartphone in your pocket, or are you just happy to get free pop chips on a flight to Baltimore? According to reports, the smartphone's charbroiled owner then threw his phone to the ground where it began emitting a thick, gray-green, angry smoke. Angry green smoke, by the way, an early frontrunner for the 2020 GOP nomination. As you know, you're saying to yourself, why didn't Samsung recall those phones that were catching fire? Yes, they did. In fact, just last month, Samsung had to replace 2.5 million phones, and this phone was a replacement phone. It's like the old saying, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, oh my God, my crotch is on fire. As a child, I never imagined that I would get applause for saying the words, oh my God, my crotch is on fire. Truly is a wonderful world. Here's an unbelievable bit of news. A lot of this news this year has been hard to believe. And we might just have learned why it's so hard to believe, because two tech billionaires, convinced we live in the Matrix, are secretly funding scientists to help break us out of it. They call it the simulation theory. And as you might have heard about this earlier when Elon Musk revealed this year that he believes the chances that we are not living in a computer simulation is 1 in billions. And he said that he came to that conclusion after a chat in a hot tub. Hey, everybody, loosen up. Yeah, I'm not wearing any pants, but this whole thing might be a simulation. Anybody interested in a little stimulation? Hey, Zuckerberg, open up another one of those rosés. We're all just ones and zeros. Let's take this party to Mars. That's my impression of Elon Musk, by the way. So, if Elon Musk is right, and he's right a lot, the universe is just a giant video game, and I gotta say, I think there's room for improvement. I mean, what was the developer thinking? The whole thing starts with this 18-year tutorial level called school that you're not allowed to skip. Then you never end up using that stuff in the game. Not to mention this huge glitch where bad things happen to good people. There are nice touches here and there. I mean, dogs, that's A+. But why can't we play the game as dogs? They're having a pretty good time. Not to mention all those in-game transactions. Everything costs a ton of money. And all the best tasting food hurts your health. I hope they fired the guy who made that decision. I mean, yeah, there's love of family, there's the beauty of nature, and the orgasm mini-games are fun, but those are almost impossible to unlock. Also, unless you play as a Buddhist or a Hindu, you only get to play it once. 3 stars. Now, say hello to a 5-star man, John Baptiste. Thank you.